Ah, my pizza. Mamma mia. Yummy, yummy. There you go.
Yeah, so you're just broing it up at your house.
I'm completely alone, yeah, for the whole week. I thought it was gonna be 3 days, but it turns out it's gonna be till next week, like till Thursday. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, man. Time to get the hookers and blow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever you want, man. I'm just eating a fucking pizza.
Time to get the hookers and blow.
And I took a bubble bath. I did all kinds of shits that I usually don't do.
You took a bubble bath?
Bubble bath. With a full-on tub. This pizza. It smells so good, like spinach.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of spinach myself.
For me it depends. I don't like it like spinach alone. I think it tastes boring. But if you put it into a pita or a pizza, then it tastes really good. Really good.
I can sort of see that.
Oh, you sent me a link?
Yeah, to the stream. I actually really like the game. It's not perfect. 8 has some problems.
Okay.
Like, it definitely... The village is the biggest hub ever, but it can get fucking confusing to navigate.
Yeah. I heard it's pretty confusing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, and the map doesn't tell you, like... On the map, it looks like you could just take a straight road to get to somewhere in the village, but then if you go there, there's something blocking it, so you have to take this long-ass path, and I wish it was like Silent Hill, where it showed you where the obstructions were.
Yeah, we can talk box over that.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, like... I will say this, I do think it probably has the best gunplay in the whole series, actually.
Yeah, I heard so. I have this friend who is very critical of gunning in video games.
Yeah.
And he for example, he doesn't like every game that's a shooter. He has huge problems with some. When he played Resident Evil 7, he had the same problems with the game. He didn't like it because the shooting was so bad. But he said he tried out this one, and he really, really likes it. It's really fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love 7, so... But this is definitely... This is definitely not... This is super different from 7, like... It's definitely its own thing.
It's a mix of 7 and 4.
Yeah, pretty much, with its own shit thrown in.
Pretty much.
It also has what I would probably say is the scariest fucking moment of any of the games. It was pretty fucked up.
How much is the game again, like the fucking price? Is it 60 or?
Yeah, I know it's 60, man.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, because I actually got my, what's it called? Bayram money, which is like, it's like this thing that Bosnians celebrate and we get money during that time, and I got it. So I was thinking if I should get the game, but since it's like 60, I probably won't.
Well, I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I played the demos, they're fun, but I think I'll wait a bit. I'll keep the money, I'll wait for the first check, and then I'll probably buy the PS4.
Yeah, definitely, because it's cross-gen. You get a PS4 now, you have them PS5 later.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a lot of fucking content.
I mean, it runs well on the Pro, so I'm probably gonna get it, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't even that long, you know? Yeah. Okay, pizza is finished. Let's clean up the kitchen.
It also does a really good job of having action without being too actiony. Like some people were kind of worried with how it had a lot more fighting, but it toes the line really well.
It has a block button, yeah, and all the new features.
Yeah, and yeah, if you block at the right time, you can push enemies away from you. So it's kind of like they took the block. Yeah, it's kind of like they took the block from 7 and the dodge and shit from 3 remake, and they put it into to kind of fused it.
Yeah, I guess the controls are pretty smooth with this. Really handy, really fun. Fuck. Okay. Quick question. When you eat a pizza, do you usually use ketchup while eating, or do you just not use it?
I hate ketchup, so I don't ever use ketchup.
Okay. Because I always like to use a dip in my pizza.
Yeah, I just prefer just the essentials.
Do you eat a whole pizza when you eat one?
Probably, yeah.
That's cool. Right. Okay. I'll go to my room now.
I'm excited. I bought those. I bought those games on eBay.
Quick.
Yeah, Quake 4, and it has the bonus disc that has a rematch to Quake 2.
Yeah, true, but has that inside, which is one of the best versions.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that was $13, so I thought, hey, that's not bad for Quake 4 and 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, like I was telling you earlier in your stream, man, the HD trilogy version of the Two Thrones is fucked up.
HD version of Two Thrones.
Yeah, they did a HD remaster of the Sands of Time trilogy for PS3.
Okay.
And the Sands of Time is great. The Warrior Within is pretty good, but they
Okay, Two Thrones. I mixed it up with Two Towers by Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, no, the Two Thrones, but like I said, they fucked up the Dark Prince. Like he has no runes. He doesn't glow. Like the actual prince on the cover of the game and the actual game has all these glowing runes from the Sands of Time. There's none of those. He's just like a black figure on the HD version. It looks awful.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like those runes were like his signature visual trait. They're what you think of when you think of the Dark Prince. And they also fucked up other shit like
I remember Silent Hill HD Collection when they did that game. They also I mean, it's understandable. They have to do everything from scratch, so I'm not holding it against them or something. But
no, yeah, I'm not holding it against the dev team. I'm holding it against Konami.
Yeah.
Because one, Konami shouldn't have thrown away their fucking assets, and two, if they had been given enough time, they could have properly finished it right.
I mean, to be honest, what even happened with the assets? Did just Konami get rid of them, or did the developers kind of lose it?
I think they just lost it. They didn't care. Konami didn't care.
Okay.
But, you know, what I'm saying is so they had two different ways of going about it. One, take the beta and finish it to the specs of the original. Or B, reverse engineer it. And reverse engineering takes a while, and it can be kind of expensive, but if you do it right, it's virtually identical. and they were a small team. Like, Konami did not put a very big budget behind this, which is weird because you think if you're going to remaster one of your most recognizable games, you would put some money behind it.
Konami, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then they didn't let them reverse engineer it because that would cost too much. So they were a small dev team, and Konami gave them like 6 months to try and do what they did. So it's really all in Konami. The team that ported it, they were told this is how long you have and this is the money you have, and they just had to make it work. So, and you know, and that's what bothers me so much. They could hire an entirely new fucking cast of voice actors for the second and third game. They could redo all the dialogue for the second and third game, but they couldn't fix the fucking game.
The fucking fog effect was missing.
Yeah, literally, the key feature.
They had comic sans. Fucking comic sans.
Yeah, comic sans. Right? The only thing I will say is, the only positive thing I'll say about the HD collection is I legitimately think that Troy Baker did a good job as, what's his name? Fuck. Can't remember his name.
James Sullivan? No,
James Sunderland. I like Troy Baker, and I think his voice fit James.
Yeah.
But
Sunderland, yeah.
Yeah, even then, the audio quality was terrible. It's just like, it's the only fucking game I can think of where the HD remaster made it super worse. Because, like, the Two Thrones, I'm not a fan of what they did with the Dark Prince, because it ruins it. But at the end of the day, it's only a visual. The game is still intact. The game still works. The game still plays just fine. And the other two were great, so they just fucked up, you know, one of them. It just really bothered me, and I found a copy of the Two Thrones for like $6. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you know, and I got it for the original Xbox, which is the Save the Time games were best on the original Xbox. So, but I mean, you know,
So, wait, is it the PS3 version I bought, or like the HD version?
I'm sorry, say that again, Nermin?
Give me a second, I wanna eat it. Okay, did you get the HD version for PS3?
Yeah, I had the HD version for PS3. That's what I already owned.
Oh, okay. So wait, you got the Xbox version too?
Yeah.
Like for the original. Okay.
Because the Xbox version, you know, works properly and actually shows the Dark fucking Prince.
Does the GameCube version exist?
Yes, it does, and it's actually pretty good too. It's just not as good as the Xbox version.
Okay.
Like, all of the Sands of Time games had extra graphical shit added to them on Xbox.
Interesting.
Like, the Prince actually has, like, a full face and fully modeled fingers on the Xbox.
Yeah, that's the thing that often happened during that era. For example, with Wrath of Cortex and shit like that. Although, if you ask me, fixing a few problems doesn't fix a bad game.
Yeah. No, because Wrath of Cortex is still pretty shitty.
I don't know. Wait, what do you mean? It's a good game or it's pretty? I don't know.
No, it's pretty shitty. I'm not a huge fan of Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, you know, but at least the Xbox version of Wrath of Cortex made it fucking playable. Because the original load times were so fucking bad. They are legendary.
Fun fact. The Platinum edition of the PS2 one removes the loading times.
Yeah, I heard about that, but at that point, they'd already fucked it up. Plus, the Xbox actually adds fur to crash. Like, it adds an actual, like, fur shader.
But yeah, like I said, fixing a few issues like loading times and graphics. It's cool and fine. I like that they put some effort into it, but at the end of the day, the game itself is still kind of crap and it really doesn't change too much. Like, there's still 1,000 other problems.
Right? You know, plus they followed, you know, the last game that was fucking warped. So it's like, it already would have sucked. It already would have problems. But they were following it up one of the greatest Crash Bandicoot games
That's ever made.
Yeah, exactly. Warped is still probably my favorite Crash Bandicoot game.
Yeah, I can see why. I love it.
Plus, you could make the case that it just didn't even look that good graphically. Like, I mean, okay, let me put it like this. Technically, it looked better than Warped, okay? But Warped in the Crash Bandicoot games looked good for PS1. Like, Warped was one of the best looking games for the original PlayStation.
I'll be honest, the original PS1 Crash games, in my opinion, they still kind of hold up in a very weird way. Like, if you know, this game has like very sharp edges and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I can see it sort of as 90s comic book art style. You know, how some characters are drawn very blocky. I kind of see it like that. And the animation are so good that the graphics don't really matter too much, if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, the PS2 Crash, or the first one anyway, Wrath of Cortex, it looked better technically, but it looked like shit for a PS2 game. So, you know, technically speaking, it looked better, but I still think Warped holds up more because it looked great for PS1, whereas Wrath of Cortex looked like shit for PS2. Like, that game came out the year after the first Jak and Daxter.
That's the funny part, because Jak and Daxter is blocky as fuck, but it looks better.
Yeah, no, it does. Dude, at the time, Jak and Daxter was a huge step forward. Like, the draw distances in Jak and Daxter were really impressive back in 2001.
The loading times were also pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, by the time you got to Jak 2 and 3, man, they're still some of the best-looking PS2 games.
Mm-hmm. I would say one thing, Crash redeemed itself with Twinsanity.
Yeah. Although, unfortunately, Twinsanity is still kind of rough around the edges. They fucking rushed it out, and it has some glitches and shit, and general lack of polish.
But I'll say one thing about the glitches. Even though they are there, for some reason it's just kind of for me personally, but they kind of enhanced my experience with the game, because this is kind of one of those games where I played the first time normally, then maybe I played a couple more times and tried to see how far can I go with the glitches, what can I skip, what can I do by doing that. Can I skip some of the shitty parts of this game, like the boiler levels, which I fucking hate? And yes, I can skip those fucking levels, it's insane. Like, I remember, I did a speedrun with my friend, and we were trying to see who's faster. So what I did is we came to Madame Everly's academy, and the thing is, usually you would go to boiler room zone to fight things. But I found a way to climb up on the rooftop of the school and use the Zeppelin to go to the last world.
Huh.
During the speedrun, and I felt so proud of myself for doing that. It was just fucking awesome. I don't know.
You know, I tell you what, man.
Are kind of, yeah.
I really like the Lego games. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them are really good. But I kind of miss the days. I kind of really miss the days when Traveler's Tales did more than fucking Lego games, man.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like they also did another game that I really liked, Haven, Call of the King.
Yeah, that game I also have. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. The voice acting is fucking shit, and there's some rough parts, but it was super ambitious for a fucking PS2 game, and I really liked it.
No Man's Sky for PS2.
Yeah, pretty much, man, with fucking voxels and flying around the spaceship. And they just, you know, Traveler's Tales did a lot of cool shit, and then once the Lego games took off, they just became the Lego Studio. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I remember when they started making new games. I think they also did a couple of Narnia games, and then they stopped with me.
Oh, yeah. I actually have the first one.
Oh, okay. What do you think of those games? I've never played them first.
They're pretty good. They're just like... Okay, you know the Return of the King? It's like those games, but for Narnia. They're hack and slashes. They're actually pretty decent, and you can play co-op.
That's cool.
They're nothing special. They're nothing special, but they're not bad either.
Destroy the weak. That's the way of the world.
Okay,
You
that's
shall
cool.
never refuse me, Ethan.
Also, there's a shit ton. Dude, in Resident Evil 8, there's so many optional weapons, man.
How many?
I don't know exactly how many, but like there's at least 10 weapons you get that are optional. Like there are more optional weapons in this fucking game than in some entire Resident Evil games. And like a lot of them you can't get until New Game Plus. This game has a lot of shit. And apparently the hardest difficulty mode is called Village of Shadows. And it actually changes up the enemy placements, the item placements, the shit like, and it's kind of like Inferno in Resident Evil 3, where it actually changes up shit instead of just being harder.
I like it when they have this additional stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Although, dude, I'm not even sure if I wanted to platinum this game, but I'm not sure, man. One of the things is doing a knife-only run, man. Fuck that.
I agree. Fuck that.
But I'll have to
I
say,
mean, honestly, how will you do that during the boss battle?
apparently during the boss battles, it doesn't count. It's just regular enemies.
Oh, okay.
And I think in New Game Plus, you can get a knife that one-shots enemies. So I'll have to see. If I can get like the bonus knife and use that, then okay. But if it's just a standard knife, that's just not fun. That's just fucking tedious.
I'm pretty sure you unlock that bonus knife, it's probably was like Resident Evil 3 or 2, I don't know which one, and like this special knife you could get from the menu, you could use that, to just rush through the game with knife only. On another note, do you have a moderator?
I do not.
You don't? Okay.
Most of the time, I don't even need one, man. I have so few people coming into the streams. Maybe when I get bigger.
No, I'm just asking because I have free moderators or something. They're pretty helpful. The last one I had a couple of scammers, and Oscar immediately got rid of them. There we go. But I finished for today.
I do think, like I said, I think Resident Evil 8 on the whole is good, but I do think it's some rough edges. It definitely tries to do a lot that the other games didn't do. And some of that really works and some of it doesn't. And it makes it uneven.
Okay. Oh well.
Still a great game overall. You can see where they took some swings and they missed some.
Well, you know how it is, not every game can work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would say overall 7 is more even in quality. But 8 is more ambitious. Like, it's one of those, when it hits really hard. It's just, high highs, low lows.
Would you say it's like Star Wars Episode 3, where it's super ambitious and they threw a bunch of shit on the wall and saw what stick?
Kind of. I really liked Episode 3. I thought Episode 3 was almost perfect. My problems with Episode 3 were just little shit. My least favorite fucking Star Wars movie, dude, is Attack of the Clones.
The second one from the prequels.
Yeah, exactly. Count Dooku, I really don't like as a villain. I think he's kind of meh. I love Christopher Lee, but I don't really like him. The plot gets a little bit long in the tooth, and I feel like out of all the prequel trilogy movies, it's the worst one, because Phantom Menace, people want a bitch about Jar Jar, but he's a small part of the movie, and the rest of the movie's great, and Revenge of the Sith is fucking awesome. So I feel like you have, Revenge of the Sith, and the Phantom Menace, and then in between you have the Attack of the Clones.
In all honesty, I don't like Phantom Menace at all. Attack of the Clones is meh. It's not too much better. It's a bit better, I think, but not insanely much. And the third one is pretty damn good. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
Like I said, I like the Hobbit movies, and definitely in the minority there. But I went to the theaters to see all three of them.
What are the new ones called? Like, what are they called? The sequel movies, I think.
Oh, are you talking about The Hobbit?
What? No. I mean,
Star Wars?
Star Wars.
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker.
No. I mean, what do people usually call them? The sequel movies?
Yeah, they call them the sequel trilogy.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Which, I mean, they're okay.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the sequel trilogy that much.
What? Sorry?
I don't really care for the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I can see why.
Like,
They have a lot of issues.
say what you want to about the prequel trilogy, right? People want to shit on it. But at least with the prequel trilogy, they had a plan. They had one vision from beginning to end. They knew how it was going to end up. With
I don't really hate the prequels. I only personally don't like Phantom Menace. But other than that, the other ones are fine. The sequels, I like the first one kinda, though it's just a rehash. I fucking hate the second one. The third one is... it's good, it's decent, I don't mind it too much. It has its flaws, but what I prefer more are the spin-off movies. I really liked the Han Solo movie, although a lot of people didn't.
yeah, and Rogue One.
Yeah, I also like that one, although you can pretty much tell what happens in the end.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole thing. You know they're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, even in The New Hope, they told you that a bunch of people died to bring us these plans.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. I think the suspense they tried to build in the movie falls short because you know what happens. It's not a surprise, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Whereas I feel like Revenge of the Sith did that perfectly. Cause you know that it's gonna go bad. You know that the Revenge of the Sith is a movie where it gets fucking bad. It's just a question of seeing when and how, and I think they did a really good job of still making that exciting and using that kind of sense of foreboding.
Yeah. No, I get you. They did a pretty good job of it. I'll say it's probably the biggest issue in the third prequel movie is probably just... what's his name again? Hayden, the actor. I think he's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes he does pretty good scenes, but then he does some which kind of feel awkward to look at, like not in a good way, just kind of in this cringe-worthy way at times. Like not always. He's a good actor, I can say that. But sometimes in that movie, I feel like George kind of directed him a little bit badly.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Overall, though, I think he still did a great job, especially once he goes full tilt towards the dark side. That whole last half an hour of the movie where he goes full fuck, is his best acting.
I think his better acting in that movie are the parts where he just does face expressions. Like he expresses an emotion without talking. I think that's what he does really well.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. Where he fucking, after he kills all those people, he's just sitting on the balcony and he just you see a tear going down his face.
Yeah.
And it really shows just how conflicted he is.
Yeah, the movie is pretty divisive for people, but like says, I think it's a good one. They did a good job with it.
Plus, the last battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin is one of the best Star Wars duels fucking ever.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I will say one thing. What I always found funny about these prequel, about the prequel movies. What I always found funny is how often they would jump during these fights. I mean, I can get why they're Jedis. They're known for jumping high, but it's just kind of funny to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, Disney just wants to overly sterilize fucking everything, man.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's a surprise. That's not even George Lucas's last movie. He did a bunch of different movies after that. Like The Box Trolls, I think, is one of them.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. George Lucas did, so much more than Star Wars, man.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the fucking
Willow.
The Taxi movie.
Willow. No.
Box Trolls, and that one fantasy movie which name I forgot. Yeah, it was a CGI fantasy movie. I remember that he did that one too. I just don't remember what name it was.
And I loved his response when people asked him, would you ever come back to Star Wars? And he's like, why? He straight up, people were like, he's like, you guys hate every fucking thing I do. All the fans hate every movie I did, everything I did. He's like, why would I come back?
I mean, I get it. Why would he? He's so rich anyway from all the Star Wars stuff. He doesn't really need to do much anymore. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, dude, he got $4 billion, man, from Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he could do fucking nothing forever and just be set, dude.
Yeah, he can just fucking sit in a bathtub and fart every day and nobody gives a shit.
That's one form of retirement. I'm just gonna sit in the bathtub and shit myself to death.
Exactly. I mean, he has the money, he can do it.
I just buy a small country, man, just live there, call it George Lucas Landia.
Oh man, that reminds me of a TV show where some rich guy buys a fucking city.
We're gonna...
Boom, boom, boom. So how far are you with Resident Evil 8?
I would say I'm in the last act. Honestly, I think I just started last act.
Mm-hmm. Well, who is how many bosses did you have?
3.
Okay, let me guess. Dimitrescu?
Yup.
Puppet Girl?
Yeah, although that's less of a boss fight and more of a serious mind fuck.
So that's the Silent Hill kind of Part
Yes.
you meant, right?
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
dude. That part is seriously fucked up.
That is cool. I love that.
Like, there's not even any fighting, dude. Like, you lose all of your weapons, and it's... Oh, my phone's dying. Fuck. Shit. Shit. I'm sorry, Nermin.
Well then, feel free to peruse.
Do I want to get this fucking semi-auto shotgun? 1160 is what it starts out with. Oh, okay. So yeah, I probably do.
This is all an investment. I look forward to seeing the fruits of your exploration. Oh, yes. I'm skilled in all sorts of weapons modifications, and will do them for a small fee. I'm surprised you part with this so early. Ah, if only you had the funds. Pay me no mind. Food is life. You'll be slaughtering things in droves. Till next we meet. Naturally. Please come again.
No. Fucking... Hey, what's up, man?
Dude. Alright.
Sorry, my phone died.
What happened? Oh, okay. No worries. So, you were talking psychologically?
Oh, yeah, dude, man, he takes all your fucking weapons away.
Do take a look at my new stuff.
Then you're going through this labyrinth of the house, dude, the power's off, and then this, like, unborn baby fetus thing starts chasing you fucking around.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it will pretty much one-shot kill you, so you're sitting there going through there trying to solve puzzles while that thing's on your ass. And then, after you get upstairs, you have to find her, and you're chasing her through the house trying to find where this doll is hid, while all these other dolls are fucking laughing at you and attacking you. There's like hundreds of them. And you also have to, like, you hear Mia's, like, spirit, and you fucking do an autopsy of, like, Mia's body, dude. But it's like a doll that you pull apart.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So they did kind of take inspiration from the Resident Evil 4 prototype.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I always wanted them to make that for some reason. It's kind of been a dream of mine.
This is all an investment.
It's something.
It's something.
But it is genuinely spooky as fuck, and it actually got to me, and it really did kind of creep me out.
That's cool.
Because, I mean,
I've been desperate for something scary in recent years.
You just hear the baby slaying across the floor, it's like, Wah! And it's like, you can't see it half the time, but you know that it's there.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to that. Seems like a fun ride.
And then you have to face this fish fuck.
Fish fuck. Ah, okay, that was the first boss we did. So what is left? The Wolfman
Heisenberg.
and you're kidding me, right?
No, his name is Heisenberg.
Alright, Heisenberg then.
Say my name.
That just
I'm
that
surprised
sounds
you
like
found
recommend.
out so early.
Yeah, he is the danger.
The danger. Under big danger. Big danger. Have you by any chance played the game Age?
I'm skilled at all sorts of weapons modifications, and will
No, I have
do
not.
for a small fee.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Killzone. Fuck, what the hell? Who's shooting? Who's shooting? Fuck, man.
Next we meet.
Yeah, I'm still doing Killzone. I still haven't beaten the second game.
This is a difficult game, dude.
Yeah, there's its parts where I get stuck for a few moments. What's Resident Evil? Fuck off. What's Resident Evil 4's difficulty? I mean, 8's difficulty.
It's pretty hard, but not crushing on normal at least.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have just enough, usually ammo to get by, but not enough to get like spray and pray.
Weapons modifications, and will do them.
How's it going with the money?
You get, if you search for, there's a shit ton of optional stuff in this game, and if you want to get any of the good stuff, you have to find the optional treasure. There's a lot.
Optional in the sense of,
Goods is more important than anything.
what's it called? Side quests?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of side areas in this. Like, a lot.
Hmm. That's cool. So there's like actual missions you have to do.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say missions. I would say there's like a shit ton of areas off the beaten path that you don't have to go into that has treasure.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it's cool. Still got a lot to explore.
I'm surprised you part with this so early.
Also, man, this game, I don't know if you're watching the stream.
Have a wonderful adventure.
I have it on, yeah.
Can you see what I'm doing now?
Well, you're looking at your weapon selection.
Yeah, well, the fucking Magnum in this game is amazing. It's a fucking Colt Python, dude.
Oh, Barry would enjoy this.
And it's incredible. Oh my god, the Magnum in this game is super strong.
That means Barry would love it.
Used to be alive.
Barry Button.
You hope, man.
Well, he's my favorite one in Resident Evil.
Next we meet.
I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but I get where you're coming from.
Welcome, Ethan.
He's just kind of this nice dude with a funny sense of humor. I guess if I was kind of a character in the Resident Evil universe, I'd probably be like him. Like, I wouldn't take everything so serious and joke around about it.
Yeah, I can sort of see that.
Yeah.
Resident
So
Evil.
I also really like,
An important ingredient of Resident Evil is always the fucking
the cheese.
cheese. Yeah, there's always some cheese.
Exactly. I like cheese. I don't mind it if it's done right.
Yeah, you know, Resident Evil 4, for instance, has just enough cheese.
Oh, that is an action schlock. I really like that.
Hasta luego.
I just love how inconsistently on this, like as a character, I kind of like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was pretty consistent up until 4.
Well, to be honest, he didn't even appear too much.
Yeah.
Before it happened.
I mean, look at Claire Redfield, dude. Like,
She's very consistent. She's always, like, I feel like when you play as her, you know it's her.
yeah. Well, I just mean, she pops up so little, though. Like, the series just kind of forgot about her.
You know who has it worse? Rebecca.
Yeah, but Rebecca kind of sucks, so I don't really mind that much.
You don't like her?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like Rebecca Chan.
Yeah, I think she's just kind of meh. Like,
Okay.
she's too nice.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
she's like Goku nice, where it's nice on the verge of stupidity.
I won't say stupidity, she's just kind of insanely corny as a person.
And it's just like,
There's something admirable about that corniness of it.
yeah, I sort of see that.
She's a bit incompetent, I will admit that.
Well, and my biggest problem with her isn't really that she's bad. It's just that I think out of all of the female leads in Resident Evil, she's the worst.
Well, we had, how many did we had? We had Rebecca, we had Jill, we had
Claire, we have Shiva.
Whose name I always forget from fucking Revelations. Well, female leads, I'm just gonna count characters you can play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shiva, I really like Shiva, she's good.
Yeah, and she's only gotten one game, and I still felt like she was more memorable than Rebecca.
Yeah. I think Shiva needs to be in another mod again. She's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, they can bring back Barry Burton in Revelations 2, man. They can bring back fucking Shiva.
Pretty much. But now that you mentioned it, Barry Burton's daughter is also a character.
Yeah, Moira
Burton, yeah. Yeah, I think she's alright. She's just like she's kind of this Heather character.
Yeah, I liked Heather. I liked Heather, though. Like, yeah, I stand by the fact that I liked Heather. She may be useless, but she knows she's useless. She's likable, and she's not whiny. Like a lot of characters in that situation in those games that you have to escort are whiny.
Oh yeah, like the President's daughter, Resident Evil. Boy, I fucking hate her. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, Ada Wong is also a character that we both forgot about.
Who did you say, Nermin?
Ada Wong is also a character.
Oh yeah.
We both forgot about.
Yeah, but you don't really. You play as her. Well, yeah, you do play as her in 6. That's right. Yeah. Well, see, even then, I think Ada's cooler than Rebecca.
Also, you play as her in 4.
Yeah, you do. Plus, you play as her in the 2 remake, and you play as her in an entire campaign in 6.
Yeah, that's true. She brings the campaign. She has this whole Clone Wars saga going.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree.
That kind of felt like it like comic booky. Like I don't think they should have put that in there. Oh, there's 2 Adas, and they kind of whitewashed Ada.
What?
They kind of whitewashed Ada, and they made her look not Asian in 6. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's always American. She's Asian American. But in Resident Evil 2 and 4, she looks Asian. Because she is. And in 6, she really does look Asian. Which just felt kind of weird that they would do, you know? I don't think they whitewashed her on purpose.
No, I think it's just the way the art style worked for that game.
But I really don't like the way she looks, regardless.
I don't like the clothes she wears in that game for some reason.
Yeah, and they made her really skimpy. Like, you know, she was always kind of a sexy dresser, but she looked classy. In 6, she looks kind of hoey.
Like Coco Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember how controversial that was when Insane Trilogy came out and Coco had like makeup on her face.
Oh god, makeup! Oh, whatever will we do? What is this, the 1800s?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they're saying that Tana Man had fucking double D's back in the 90s.
That's true. But I think what people were concerned about is the fact that Coco's age is like 13.
It's a fucking game. People need to get over themselves. It's a fucking game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Another one?
What the fuck? What? Dude, the mother was this much left. What did I say? You don't want this one. I don't know.
Yeah, the conversation seems kind of weird without context.
Oh yeah, there was this one girl, what's her name again? Sherry Birkin.
Yeah, Sherry Birkin. See, okay, I actually liked her a lot in 6.
Me too. I like her.
And they actually made her better, because in Resident Evil 2, the original Resident Evil 2, she was annoying.
Well yeah, she's a little kid, so...
Yeah. And see, that's one of the things they did so well in the remake of 2. They made her voice actor really good, and I actually liked her a lot more in the remake. Her and Claire actually have some genuine bonding.
I'll be honest, I'll say one thing about, like, character writing in general, like as a whole, not just for video games and for but like as a whole. I have the feeling that many people confuse what's it called? Someone being unlikable with bad writing. But
Yeah, some of them are meant to be. Some of them are meant to be unlikable.
yeah, pretty much. I have the feeling. I don't have the feeling they made Sherry Birkin unlikable, which I think they did make her pretty annoying because she's like a little kid. So I think that was what they were going for.
Yeah, but I thought they did a much better job in the remake of making her a little kid, but making her. I just liked her a lot in the remake. Her and Claire have some genuinely heartwarming moments.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember.
Honestly, I feel almost like they kind of shafted Leon in the remake.
Huh?
They kind of shafted Leon in the remake too. Like Claire gets all the cool areas, dude. Like, ooh, Leon gets a unique section of the sewers. Who gives a shit? Whereas Claire gets like the outside city streets and the fucking orphanage.
Yeah, and then there's also the part where you play as Cherry during Claire's campaign.
Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah, yeah. You know, and it's weird because I like Leon as a character better. But I think I like Claire's campaign more in RE2 remake.
I can see that. What the fuck's happening? And I agree. No! How do I zoom? Oh yeah, that's how it works. Whatever. But yeah, I also like Leon more. He's one of my favorite characters, like at least male leads in the Resident Evil franchise.
Yeah, but I just thought like campaign wise that Claire got the best levels, the best layouts, and shit like that.
Yeah, they had a lot of the coolest shit. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's blessed. Blessed by the video game designers.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, they made, I think one of the best things they did is, you know, they kept the characterization of Leon largely the same, which is good, but they made Claire a lot more likable in the remake. She was a lot funner.
Aren't you would say, like, I don't know what I would say, like, I had her memorized in my head as being a fun character in general.
Well, I mean,
That was close.
I don't know.
in the original Resident Evil 2, how much can you think of her doing around her being jovial? And
Well, I can only really think of the beginning scenes, but that's about it.
exactly, and, you know, whereas in the remake, she jokes with Sherry, she flirts with Leon at the fence post, and she's generally more lighthearted than she was in the original game. Like, they show more, like, she's just really serious all the time in the original.
Well, yeah.
Plus, I really like the actor they picked for her. I think they picked the perfect actor.
Oh yeah, this Australian woman. Wait, you mean the face actress or the...
I mean both. I like the look of her, and I like the voice actor for her.
Yeah. I don't know about the voice actor, I don't know if the English one sounds, but I really agree with the face for the face actress. Looks very appealing for Claire. I'll agree with some people that a bit of the original charm of her older face was gone, but I don't really mind the new look. I like it.
Yeah. I also really like the actor they picked for Jill in the remake of 3. I think that's the best Jill's ever looked.
Oh yeah, this Russian woman.
Well, I mean, they've always, even the actor before, was Russian. They always go for foreign women for Jill for whatever reason.
Yeah, fun fact, Jill was also, like, in the Resident Evil 5, I think that she was played by a Bosnian woman.
Yeah. and they use the same. They use the same model for the remake of the first game and for Revelations.
Rose?
But Chris is one of the people that I feel generally got better. Like, I didn't really like Chris in the first game. He just kind of comes off as generic white boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, generic white male soldier person.
And then in Code Veronica, he was cooler because he had like the jacket. And then in Resident Evil 5, I really like Chris the most in 5.
I don't know how it goes. Like the meme goes, there's Daniel, and then there's the cooler Daniel, and it's the same thing with Chris. There's Chris, and then there's the cooler Chris. And for me, the coolest Chris is Chris from Resident Evil 5. It's my favorite one.
Yeah, man. I like the actor. I like the look.
I like his personality a lot.
There's more?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Oh, you know one thing I really like about RE8, Nermin?
Yeah?
If you go up to a crate and you hit the X button, it automatically brings out your knife and breaks it.
Interesting.
So you don't have to constantly switch to your knife.
Yeah, I see
Thanks
it.
to your consistent patronage, I've expanded my services. Well then, feel free to peruse.
Oh, that's fat guy.
Yeah.
As always, a trustworthy, fair exchange.
Oh, and there's no item boxes in this game, Nermin.
Oh, that's cool. Something not to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. I have mixed feelings.
I saw you eyeing
I
that.
don't like it, I guess. Because it has been somewhat of an annoying part at times, at least for me.
Please come again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck off, you stupid goner.
But, I mean, they make up for it by bringing back the Resident Evil, inventory system where you actually have to mess with your inventory.
Resident Evil Club.
Yeah.
I've heard some people say it's good, but not like as perfect like in 8. I don't know what they mean by that.
I really don't either. Like, it's identical in every way, so...
Pretty much. It looks identical, so that's what I mean. I don't see much of a difference.
I mean, people bitch that you couldn't swap items from one position to the other, but you couldn't really do that in 4 either.
Oh well, pretty much.
So
we're fucking finished with fighting? There we go. What? Bastard, die, you piece of shit, sailor. Yeah. I wonder if I'm annoying to my neighbors.
as soon as I get some money, dude, I'm gonna try and get the fucking Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. As soon as I get some money, I'm gonna try to get the Dark Alliance remaster.
Oh, the Dark Alliance remaster. Oh yeah, you told me about the new one came out. Surprisingly.
Yeah, no, they just announced it. They announced it yesterday for release today. They had not said anything about it until fucking today.
I'll be honest, I wish... Well, remember that they had this other Dark Alliance on Camel, which is not called Baldur's Gate. I wish they would rename that one because it's really confusing.
Yeah. Well, see, they did that for a reason, because it's made by the same people.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's by the same franchise again. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Because some people will believe, oh, it's going to have the same gameplay like the original. It's completely different.
No, yeah, it is very different in that regard.
Pretty much, yeah.
I still really like it though. It looks pretty good for what it is. But I played the shit out of the original Dark Alliance, man. It was one of those games I played the most as a kid.
Yeah, I have that game actually. It's just I haven't played too much from it yet. I played a little bit.
Well, if you like Diablo-like games, dude, it's fucking great for what it is.
I mean, for a console, Diablo game, pretty much. Although if I'll be honest, a lot of people say this is the kind of shit you should play on PC, but I don't think so, honestly. I think this kind of game fits consoles maybe because you have more buttons, it's easier to use.
Yeah, dude, fucking
PC cannot set up.
PC Elite get on my fucking nerves, man.
Yeah, I agree. I know a bunch of these PC fans who are pretty fucking annoying.
Even some of my favorite YouTubers are PC elitists. It's like they want to shit on a controller and say the mouse is better. The mouse is better for some things. It's not better for other things.
I'll be completely honest with you. There's only one fucking genre I think the mouse is better, and that's real-time strategy.
You know, but for when it comes to platforming, controller beats fucking keyboard, no question. Would you want to play fucking Super Mario 64 on a keyboard?
No way, that sucks ass. I've tried it.
Would you want to play any Crash game with the fucking keyboard?
It's doable.
But that's what I'm saying though. It's really not great though. Like a controller is what platformers were made for.
Yeah. But just from my personal experience, Mario 64 with keyboard, fucking terrible. Crash with keyboard, actually pretty good. But yeah.
And on top of that, man, the fucking movement keys will never beat an analog stick. Fucking ever.
My problem with PC gaming per se, because you know I play a lot of PC, is that it's not comfortable whatsoever. Like when I play console, I can lay down on my bed, I can lay down on my chair and just fucking play the shit out of it and have my fun time.
Yeah, there you go, dude. Exactly.
Pretty much. And with PC, I'm fixed to one fucking place, and that's about it.
Plus, it's just like PC has all these compatibility issues. You have to set up every game on every PC differently. Whereas console, you buy one, you got that console.
Pretty much. You have the console, you buy the game, that's it.
You know, whereas they have to give you spreadsheets. Well, is your PC this model? Set it up like this. Like, getting a PC requires a lot of super extra fucking work, dude.
I don't say I've been that it's fucking annoying. Especially if you want to play some retro PC games, then you're gonna have a pretty bad time to set the shit up because it doesn't work on modern PCs. It just doesn't.
Exactly.
If it was a console release, like a remaster or something, it would work perfectly fine. There's no issues with it whatsoever. And the problem is that they don't. There's some games which they just don't release on consoles, and I don't know why.
Yeah, dude. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Like I said again, I get the point of console exclusivity games. I get that. There's a reason for that. They want to sell the consoles with some flagship titles.
Yeah.
But I don't get that PC has what's it called? Exclusive titles. What the fuck are they trying to sell?
Right?
There's nothing. I mean, they have their viewers, they're gonna keep buying shit anyway. It's not like they need some, exclusive titles. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I mean, if people wanted to be, the way I see things, Nermin, is these people, like, PC elitists are like the vegans of the internet.
Pretty much.
They think they're better, and they're gonna let you fucking know. They will take any opportunity to piss on consoles.
Well, I mean, me and you know the best human example of that, you know?
Are you talking about Tim?
Yeah, that fucking idiot. The gamer.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst. He's one of the worst PC gamers I've ever met in my life. I remember back then the guy wasn't a PC gamer, he would play on console. But as soon as he started playing PC, he would just get more asshole with each fucking day.
Yeah, well, it fucking... Yeah,
It's a curse.
yeah, he got a PC, man, and it went straight to his dick.
Pretty much.
Like he thought, all of a sudden he thought he had a big dick.
You know where the disc goes in?
Yeah.
This is where their dick enters.
And he's just like, I mean, Tim is just insufferable. He's a Trumper. He's racist. He takes advantage of fucking little kids.
The big taboos of the internet.
I honestly, Tim is just terrible.
Yeah.
And Timmy is not much better.
Timmy? Wait a minute. Wait, did we say Timmy is not much better?
No, he's not much better.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see that. He's kind of the liberal side of that spectrum, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, except, he's not really liberal because he's super fucking racist.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There's a difference between being left and liberal. Many liberals are fucking racist still. So I think he fits right in, if you ask me.
Plus, he's just a huge pussy.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. That is something that everybody can see from high distance.
You try to say something directly to Timmy's face, man, and he ducks and covers and tags in his girlfriend.
Fucking girly. Hey girl, can you help me with reaching up
This guy said something mean. He hurt my feelings.
They hurt my wee-wee. You gotta help my wee-wee.
Point. You see fucking Timmy. You see Timmy in court, and it's like, now point to the doll where Nermin touched you.
Oh my god. Is this like the one song joke where he says like, if an adult person ever tries to touch you in a place that is a no-no zone for you, then that's no good.
Please, Timmy, point to the court where Nermin touched you.
He points to his heart, and then he points to his wee-wee, and like, no, Dad, I would never touch that.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Oh, God. They just, it's amazing, and it's like some of the shit that Timmy thinks is just insane. I said one thing to him, and it was because he was a dick. And I was just totally straight up about it, and then he thinks that it's like some plot between me and you.
Oh my god. I fucking told Oscar about this recently. Like, what happened? He laughed his ass off. He's like, what the fuck? How delusional is he?
Right, we're me and fucking Nermin are sitting here plotting, man.
Yeah, we're not doing anything bad. We're just fucking minding our business. Jimmy fucking, I'm not gonna lie, he thinks the whole world revolves around him. Everybody's starting a complot.
Ugh, God, I hate people like that, man.
Pretty much. He's not the center of the universe. Go take a shit and fuck off.
I saw you eyeing that one.
He's just a shitty person, man.
Anything.
Pretty much, I agree with that. I remember that one time he believed he got fucked by a gay guy.
He got what?
this was during the time I met him. He told me a story about, like he personally thought some gay guy was following him, like across the street or something like that. And he fucking told me how concerned he is that he's gonna start raping him or anything like that. I'm like, what if he jumps on me? What if he fucking comes into my house and brings flowers? I'm like, calm down.
Oh my god! What fucking after school special bullshit is this? You have to be on your guard for any gay. I mean, there's 3 billion people, there's 3 billion dudes on the planet, man, and Timmy thinks, what do you think, he's just gonna burst in? Give me that ass. I mean, you know, and when he thought he was gonna bring in flowers, like he's gonna fucking break in and give him a thank you gift. Oh, sorry, I totally fucking smashed your place up, bro. Here's some bouquet, here's a fucking bouquet.
Oh yeah, imagine the fucking guy shows up in front of his door with a bouquet, and like fucking Berlin's, like fucking chocolate, and like, sorry I fucked your ass that one night, I'm very sorry.
Sorry you need stitches, man, that's my bad.
My bad, I mixed you up with a woman, sorry.
Easy mistake to make, man, we all do.
Yo, not that one, no lie. If that fucking predator would have said, I mixed you up with a woman, I would delete it. Because Timmy sounds like what?
I've never heard Timmy.
Oh my god. You know how he sounds? He kind of sounds like this. He always talks like this. Sometimes he talks like a woman and he does this weird thing all the time. But I don't know what it is. He doesn't always sound like that. So some days he sounds like that from the start of the call to the end of the call. Other days he sounds completely normal.
Have a wonderful adventure.
Oh my god, Timmy is such a fucking idiot, man.
The first thing when I called him, I asked him, I actually, like, I just wanted to know it, I was curious. I asked him if he was gay. And he got so offended. He fucking said, I'm not gonna call with you.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Timmy was fucking gay. And he's just saying the whole asexual thing so he doesn't have to like come out like he's testing the waters, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
I mean, I don't...
There's so many fucking indicators that he could be, because he talks like the way he talks, he puts on makeup and shit like that, he has mainly female friends, he always takes part in this gossip kind of shit, and now comes to the last thing. He's the biggest fan of Frozen I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Oh. What do you mean when you say, like, he's the biggest fan of Frozen you've ever seen?
No. He's not the only guy I know who's huge into Frozen. There was this one friend of mine who even bought a Frozen theater. They're fucking boring.
Dude, man, I just couldn't. I just fucking couldn't, man. If somebody came around wearing shit from Frozen, I don't know how I would respond.
I remember, oh my god, I just remembered. I told him that I fucking hate Frozen because it's kind of a stupid movie, and I don't think I have to explain. I don't think I have to explain what happened.
Did he lose? Did Timmy lose his fucking cool?
Yeah, he fucking said, "How can you, you motherfucker? How can you say that? It's my favorite fucking movie."
Oh my god, man. It's his favorite. Come on, man. It's like we have The Godfather, we have fucking Goodfellas, we have Star Wars, we have Lord of the Rings, man, but it's fucking Frozen.
Oh, he's not a fan of fucking fantasy shit like Lord of the Rings because he says it's boring, gritty bullshit. I don't need this kind of stuff that's too serious. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you've never seen the movie, there's a lot of comedic parts of it too. Yeah.
Oh, like Tim and Timmy are just awful, but they're awful in such completely different ways, man.
Yeah, like Tim the Gamer's awful in an arrogant way, and Timmy is awful in a so bad it's good way. Like you can just laugh about it. I remember the day he went on Twitter, and there was this Crash Bandicoot fan account, and I think the account posted a picture of Scorporilla from Crash of the Titans, and the fan account did not know the name of the gorilla. So Timmy, the way he is, he fucking commented like, "Oh my fucking god, how can you be so stupid and not know the name of the fucking gorilla? I thought this was the Crash Bandicoot fan account. And you call yourself a fan, you're just a fucking moron. How can you not know the name of gorilla guy?" What's funny is, I told him that the person who runs this account is one of his followers, who is always super friendly to him. And he got so embarrassed by that when I told him this, like, oh fuck, why did I do that? Why did I trash someone who was fucking nice to me all the time?
Oh, man. Well, I mean, look at fucking Timmy and me, dude. I was totally nice to Timmy, and he's just fucking shit-talking me behind my back, man.
Well, I told you how he is. He really likes this kind of gossip shit. So, I mean, technically that's what we're doing too right now, but...
Oh, no. No, man, we're not gossiping. And I tell you why we're not gossiping. I will say any of this to fucking Timmy's face.
I'll tell you why I think we're not gossiping. It's because what I'm doing is I'm just telling stories. And yeah, I'm just retelling stories like some fucking documentary. I'm telling shit I've seen with my own eyes, heard with my own ears.
The wild Timmy retreats into his... The wild Timmy is confronted by a Nermin. He goes back to his girlfriend to seek refuge.
Yo, I hate his girlfriend so much. I'll just say that straight away. I've talked with her once. She's exactly like him. Like, no kidding.
Oh man, I know people like that, man. It's also like, why are you dating? It's like you're basically fucking yourself.
Pretty much. Oh my god. It's much better to jerk off, I guess, if you want to fuck yourself than that.
But I thought Timmy didn't do either of that.
Oh yeah. He thinks people who jerk off are disgusting motherfuckers.
Oh god, I hate people like that. I mean, you know, if Timmy wants to be asexual, let Timmy be asexual. That's on him. But don't sit there and fucking judge people who are different, man. Because you wouldn't appreciate if people were clowning you for being asexual.
I'll say one thing. The guy who adores Frozen like a fucking religion should not be talking about jerking off like that. Trucks up to Frozen every week, you know?
Let it go! Ah!
I remember, no, I don't remember, but I'm just saying, imagine he goes to a Frozen yogurt store, and he goes in because he thinks there's some Frozen merchandise when you buy a Frozen yogurt. That's the only reason he goes inside. But then he gets mad at the fucking cashier. Like, so okay, where's my Frozen merchandise now? That's what I came for. Like, what? Frozen? What did you get? The fucking movie Frozen. Oh, we don't sell this gay ass shit. What did you just get me Frozen? Say that again.
You know, and like he's so sensitive about everything, man. You disagree with him about anything, he loses his fucking mind.
He takes fucking kid movies, kid games, anything kid related a bit too serious. Or, you know, for his own right.
And it's
I'll
like,
be honest, what the fuck is so good about Frozen that he has to watch 2-hour-long theory videos about it?
oh my god. Frozen explained. Dumbass bitch in the woods does shit with ice. Frozen explained.
What a complicated story, Mark.
You know what? And
the room has more lighting than that.
And you know what, man? I will say this: Tangled is better than fucking Frozen.
Yeah, I agree. Tangled is a pretty fun movie to begin with.
I mean, it's not the greatest fucking movie ever made, but it was a good take on Rapunzel.
Pretty much. What I really like about that movie is that the male lead isn't so fucking generic. It actually adds up to the whole shit.
Yeah, I don't even hate Frozen. I just think Frozen is overrated. Like, it's the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Really? I mean, over Toy Story, over fucking WALL-E, over The Incredibles, over all these movies. That's the highest grossing one. That makes me sick to my stomach.
There's so many fucking cool independent movies I could fucking tell you about.
And,
Fucking Bella.
exactly.
Movements, the movie. There is fucking, what is it? Alfred J. Quack, the movie that people don't really talk about. And there's like, oh yeah, Frozen is the highest grossing. A movie about some dumb bitch in ice who's doing magic tricks.
Ooh, I got snow power.
The Avatar has snow power.
Okay, I came to warn. Hold on, somebody is doing my stream. Let me check. Somebody sent me a thing on my stream. I couldn't see it all. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, there we go. I come to warn someone who's going around the restream.
I couldn't see it all.
Oh, that's thank you a lot. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
thank you, Supreme
Alright,
Being.
cool.
You should follow me, man. I would appreciate it, and I appreciate you being a bro and telling me.
Man, your name Supreme Being really adds up. Like, you are a Supreme Being for telling us. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I have not played the game myself.
Whoever's doing that is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of these people. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, man. Supreme Being, he's supreme, man. The people need more heroes like him.
Yeah, I agree, man. Too many fucking trolls on the internet, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna... You're welcome. Hey. Cool guy. I like Supreme Being names.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Every now and
Supreme Being name. What's up? How you doing? I hope you're having a good day, man.
Yeah, hopefully he is.
Everybody who just deserves it, you know.
Yeah. From what I've heard, the ending of this game is supposed to be really intense, though. I've heard, like, the ending sets up a lot of shit.
Yeah, I heard that there's a lot of room for a 9th game, like, which follows up the story of this one. So, that's all I heard. So
Yeah,
far.
exactly. Me too. And if that's the case, it's actually pretty cool because, like, normally, Resident Evil games are self-contained. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they end and then they end. That's it.
You know, they have characters, but the main plot begins and ends. So it'd be kind of interesting if they actually like have a storyline that goes across multiple games.
Yeah, that would be something new. I mean, I guess you could say 3 and 2 kind of did that, but then again, it's still, it ends, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Second one ends.
And even then, I wouldn't really say they have some overlap, but they're not the same story.
Very much. I mean, I guess the big thing which adds them up is just they're set in the same city during the same time zone.
Yeah.
Kind of. Very much.
I'm fucking lost. Hold on a second. I'm gonna figure out where this fucking key is because I haven't searched around this fucking factory for ages.
Okie dokie. Oh, holy shit, it's 12 o'clock. Damn.
Friday, baby!
Friday. Now it's Saturday.
Oh. Well, here it's not.
Well, yeah, I'm a bit faster, you know. I'm Sonic. Faster than the speed of Sonic. Now, what was the joke again, later?
You know, dude, you're Sonic, and Timmy is Sonic.
Sonic. No, Sonic is fucking cool. I don't want to. I don't want him to be Sonic. Sonic is cool. You know what he is? You know what it is? You know Ken Panders, do you?
Yeah.
He is the fucking Lara Sue of the Sonic franchise.
Oh, dude.
Whoa. Man, I gotta tell you, I love this act of Killzone 2. When you go to the sand planet, it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
The
dude.
weapons are so cool, the setting is super interesting, the Hellguard of this one looks fucking amazing.
You know, they based a lot of the shit off of, a lot of the shit in Killzone 2 and the whole series off of World War II.
Yeah, in the first game. But I think in the second one they were mostly inspired by China, from what I read, because they have this whole Hong Kong style going on. But, like, from what I remember, every Killzone game in the franchise has a different inspiration. I don't know what the one for 3 was. Honestly, I can't really tell myself, but I know that Shadowfall had a East and West Berlin inspiration, because it has like the wall that separates country.
Yeah, the Cold War.
Yeah, very much. You have East and West Germany in that one, but it's kind of like different.
Helgen and Vecta.
Helgen and Vecta. But I'll tell you one thing, I fucking hate Vecta. I don't like those people. I think the Helga are kind of... Sure, they're not good either. But they are kind of oppressed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can get why they started this to begin with, you know? They have a reason. Because they got always oppressed by the Vectans, and the Vectans are kind of douchebags. Especially Rico, that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Rico. Dude, Rico's the fucking worst, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't like him either.
Nearly all of the shit that happens in Killzone is because Rico being a dumbass.
Oh yeah, he fucking killed
Vazaria.
Vezani, and the third game he fucking destroyed the planet. I mean, he pretty much fucked everything up.
Yeah, I don't think it was possible to fuck up more needed.
I'm so glad he's not in Shadowfall. Man, I don't know why they even tried to edit in all of the games and try to make him like this likable character when he really is.
Like, right? Like, you're trying to make him a likable character. You went about it in the wrong fucking way.
Pretty much. Like, but hey, I mean, here we have it. That's one of the examples of likable character. Well, I mean, unlikable character who is a bit too unlikable, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Especially because they were trying to make him likable.
Yeah, but he ain't. What a piece of shit, man. I fucking hate this. What the fuck? Who is shooting at me? I can't see shit. There we go. Yeah, Rico died. Cool.
Like you have it coming, you big old bitch.
Fucking like how the stream goes from Resident Evil to pizza to fucking PC gamer to Timmy conversation and now to fucking kill them.
And well, we have a lot of shit to talk about.
Pretty much. This could be a podcast already.
Yeah. I'd like to think we could have at least a mildly entertaining podcast.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing missing would be shit talking about our YouTubers and then it would have it 100% accurate.
Or eating hot wings.
Yeah, not wings. Oh yeah, we need a sponsor. Let's ask Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No, man, no, we need to go for the easy one. Raid Shadow Legends!
Oh no. I've played that game, by the way, I don't like it.
Dude, I don't care if I like the game or not, man. If they give me like 10 grand to sponsor them, I'm gonna. I mean, they usually pay upwards of 10 grand for a shout out video for like 30 seconds.
I'll tell you one thing, I would ask to get sponsored. Anything I would do it, but if it was Raid Shadow Legend, I'd say no. It's the only thing where I will say no when they ask me.
A fucking man get sponsored by Manscaping.
That's better because it's a good purpose, you know.
Or Ridge Wallet, man. I want a Ridge Wallet.
A lot of the ASMR women I watch, they always have fucking Manscaped as the sponsor, which is kind of funny.
Right? I was like, what would you know about trimming balls?
Yeah.
You smuggling some grapes on me?
No, I mean, no kidding. There's like this Scottish woman, she does ASMR, and she starts off with video by, "Are you a man who has a heavy boo sack? Well, then I'm gonna show you Manscaped. Your balls, and your woman will thank you too." It's so awesome.
It's like, I'd like to talk to you today about some married balls.
Yeah, like shaving balls.
And dude, I had the best idea for a grooming commercial ever, man. Just look into have a ball commercial and just look at them, look in the camera and be like, "Yo, dude, your balls are fucking gross. Shave them."
Shave them, you motherfucker. Oh my god. I have a funny commercial in my mind too. Imagine some random guy goes to a public toilet and there's like a fucking glory hole. And the guy from the other side shows his fucking balls and dig inside, and then the guy who's on the other side looks at it and is like, dude, fucking shave your balls.
It's like, man, I came here to this glory hole to suck dick, but nah. It's like you. It's like your dick is so awful. You put me off dicks.
It's so fucking. Imagine they make so fucking. There's some gay guy who's like, usually I would suck every kind of dick, but not with such hairy balls.
It's like, congratulations, you made me straight.
Mom, Dad? If I can call mom and dad, I'm straight. I was wrong about it.
Oh god, we're gonna get fucking canceled.
Of course. No more sponsorship for you.
Oh.
Ooh. Manscaped, Harry Blue Sack you have? Here you go.
I didn't tell you, you know what, okay, here's the thing, man, people are always talking about women shaving them and all that shit, man, okay?
Yeah?
I don't care what people say, I'm not letting a fucking woman shave my dick, dude. Okay? And that's because, one, I wouldn't trust anyone to shave my dick besides me, and two, I really wouldn't trust somebody who's never had a dick.
I'll tell you one thing. Women and razors, they are no good combination. They always cut themselves when they use that. And imagine one of them touches your ball and dick.
Yeah, man. You're like, hey, baby, shave me. What could go wrong? And the next second, you have a fucking nicked artery and you're sitting there bleeding out from the dick.
The moment you said what could go wrong, I just imagined Bubsy coming along like, can you shave my balls? What could possibly go wrong?
This is a win-win. No lose situation. Come on, shave my nuts. Oh.
Have you ever seen Harry Buzek? No. Do you want to see a Harry Buzek? No. Do you want to shake my Harry Buzek? No. Well, what the fuck are you here for? Go to the kitchen.
Well, at least they asked, man. It's better than doing the street. It's better than doing the stalker creep thing where it's like, you want to see my balls? No, too late.
Too late. And then the next morning he stands in front of her door with a bouquet. Sorry that I showed you my pussy.
Yep, just hand her a bouquet of flowers. Hand her a bouquet of flowers with a fucking card that says, please drop the charges.
Dude, you know the fucking trick some guys use when they're in the cinema when they have like a fucking bucket of popcorn and at the very end there's a special surprise?
Yeah.
Imagine a guy stands in front of your door with a fucking gift, like a present box, and he's like, open it, you'll be surprised.
Surprise, it's my dick.
Surprise, it's... Huh? A pack of Manscaped shaving? Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, jeez.
I'll contact Manscaped and I'll tell them to sponsor you. personally ask them if they can arrange something.
So come on, I know I'm appropriate for your company. Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. We both know you want it. I want it too. Oh my god.
That's how you go down. That's how you go down for sexual assault. Come on, I knew you wanted it. If you have to repeatedly, if you have to repeatedly tell people that the other person wanted it, chances are they probably didn't.
Guys, like the guy sits in court, like guys, listen up. I asked her. She said yes. It's not my fault. She wanted to see my dick.
Right, man. The way that I don't get dudes sending their dicks to other people, man. Like, the fucking dick pic thing is beyond me, man. Like...
Deep fake?
No, like, dick pic.
Oh, dick pic. I understood deep fake. Because that's also a popular genre.
Oh, yeah, I know. Probably, man. People could probably use it now to make it look like they have huge nuts.
They have huge nuts. Huge dick. Huge vagina.
I mean, you know, nobody wants a huge vagina, Nermin.
Everyone?
Nobody wants a huge vagina.
Oh yeah, because then they're gonna get called out for being fat or something like that. Women don't like that.
With dicks, the bigger the better. With vaginas, the smaller the better.
The tighter, the finer.
Oh shit, dude.
Glitter cunt. Yeah, that was actually, no lie, Timmy's nickname. Glitter cunt.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. He wanted that name.
Dude, Timmy has some issues that he needs to work on.
You know, I think the reason why he's like that is, he has never had another man at his house. If you know what I mean.
I mean, I think.
Yeah, his brother left at a very early age, so he didn't really have a brother to grow up with, because he lives alone. So it's kind of understandable. He doesn't have much experience with other guys, you know.
Well, maybe, man, but I was raised by my mother mostly, and I grew up in a house full of mostly women, and I turned out okay, so...
Oh yeah, you know, some people are like that, some are like this. Others... Well, actually, it also kind of depends how the women are, you know. If you have a nice mother, then that's good. You're gonna grow up a nice guy, you know. But from what I heard, there's some mothers who are kind of slutty. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it kind of reflects onto the children that they also behave slutty. Like, there are some people who are insanely influenced by their parents. And then there's some who are not influenced by them at all, like me. Like, me and my mom are two different people.
Is that so, man?
She's like very... She's hard to describe, I'll say that. But I can definitely tell I'm much different. I come more closer to my dad when it comes to personality. He's a bit of this carefree person, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, see, my dad is kind of jokey and more, oh, my phone is dying, hold on. Fuck. Oh.